Hello to the loyal companions of Narrator of the Ancient Land. Welcome to the beginning of yet another step in our incredible journey into the heart of ancient Iranian history. A journey rooted in legends and stories that span thousands of years, each one unveiling a new layer of the glory and mystery of this eternal land. In this episode, as always, I'll be sharing excerpts from the book The Eternal Land with you. Alongside the narration, I've included historical images and short video clips to help bring the atmosphere and spirit of those times to life. But that's not all. Through this experience, I also want to help you improve your English listening skills. By following the stories, immersing yourself in the language, and hearing the words in context, this channel can also be a fun and engaging way to strengthen your English, especially for those who enjoy history and storytelling. If you enjoyed these stories and want this journey to continue, I truly appreciate your support. Don't forget to like, leave a comment, and most importantly, subscribe to the Narrator of the Ancient Land. Now, are you ready to travel back thousands of years into history? Stay with the narrator. Soon after, the rain began to fall, and people no longer had to travel long distances for drinking water. The rainwater collected in streams flowing from the highland into the lake, and the people drank from these fresh sources. One day, as Rud was peeling pomegranates, she noticed a dark liquid seeping from the peels. Inspired, she decided to use the liquid to paint her father's clay pots. Using her fingers, she painted patterns on the pottery, similar to the ones she sometimes drew on the ground. Then she placed the pots into the fire. When they were removed from the flames, Rud and her father were amazed to see that the designs remained, turning into the deep black color. Thus, Rud became the first woman to invent pottery painting. Intrigued, she continued experimenting with different colors derived from plants. However, she soon discovered that only the pomegranate peel extract remained after firing, while all others vanished. So she abandoned other attempts and solely used pomegranate peel extract to decorate her father's pots. Until then, her father had been shaping pots by hand, a process that was slow and laborious. To ease her father's work, Rud placed a flat clay dish on a cylindrical wooden base and asked him to place a lump of clay on it. As he began shaping the clay, Rud gently spun the flat dish atop the wooden base. The potter was astonished to see how much easier and faster his work had become. He could now shape the clay into a smooth circular form with ease. So, Rud laid the foundation for the potter's wheel, even though her invention was still primitive. Just as she had introduced pottery painting to the Iran and the world, she also sparked the idea of a rotating potter's wheel, which later revolutionized pottery making. 3 years into Rud's rule, she gave birth to a daughter. She was overjoyed, knowing that after her own death, her daughter would inherit her position, just as she had succeeded her mother-in-law. Around the same time, distressing news reached Silk from the southern shores of the lake. A group of black-haired, black-eyed men and women had attacked a settlement, killing 3 men and 2 women before fleeing. Until that day, no human had ever killed another in Iran. There was no reason for violence. Food was abundant, and even if the population increased tenfold, there was enough deer, dogs, fish, and cattle to feed everyone. Farming had not yet begun, so there were no disputes over land or water. If disagreements arose, there was always plenty of land and water to accommodate all. In Iran, people only died in conflicts with wild animals such as lions, large herbivores like elephants, or from falling off cliffs and trees. The killing of 3 men and 2 women by humans was so unusual that Rud didn't know how to respond. Eager to understand the cause, Rud gathered the people and asked, "What should we do?" "Did anyone ask the Tours why they killed the people?" her father asked. The people of Silk referred to the black-haired, black-eyed attackers as Tours, meaning dark ones in Old Persian language. Since no one knew the reason for the killings, Rud decided to travel south to investigate the murders, not to punish the killers, as the concept of punishment did not yet exist. Even with her intelligence, she couldn't comprehend the idea of retribution. She was only curious to understand why the Tours had committed murder. So, a boat was prepared and tied to Diyar to pull it along the shore. Rud, her husband Zab, their 2 children, and a few companions embarked on the journey southward. Iranban stepped onto the shore and the local inhabitants gathered around her. "What happened that the Tours attacked you here and killed 5 people?" Iranban asked. The story is still unfolding. Ancient Iran is full of mysterious and fascinating tales. Stay tuned for the next episode as we uncover another hidden chapter of history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, leave a comment, and join the narrator for the next episode.